Hey, this is me, Becca, and as you can tell, darkness, no light, water bottle, and sucky video footage. We're gonna read scary stories. I hope you like it, and I hope you're able to go to bed tonight, because some of them I'm going to be reading are going to be famous stories. Then some of them are going to be what I searched up in Google. This is not sponsored by Google. Alright, here is the message. Don't dismiss this outright as the work of some raving lunatic. There's some sense to this story, if you'll just hear me out. Look, we wonder all the time. I'm gonna edit it later, so forget it. Edit this. Look, we wonder if time travel is possible, right? Well, let me tell you something. It is. I'm from the future. Actually, I know you probably don't believe that, but seriously, I'm from the future. And it's a really great thing. Getting to see the past, watching the events unfold, stuff like that. We know more than we ever would. Behind all the fun, though, there is more of a serious aspect. We aren't supposed to go in our own lifetime. We are never allowed to contact our past selves. Let me tell you, I'm breaking that rule right now. Yes, kid, you're talking to yourself, your future self. And I'm going to be executed for this. But you know what? I accept that. I'm preventing something by talking to you that is worse than death. I can tell you outright what to do, because the filters will catch it. This is the closest I can get. Trust me. I can, however, send a little message. You should probably read the first word of every paragraph now. Don't look behind you. And that's the end of the story. Down to our next story. Okay. Yes, I just did an awesome hair flip. Woohoo! Let's see.
So this is gonna be my first video. It's actually gonna be a whole
Ignore that. That is nothing. Alright. So many things, so many things. What. You ready? Here is my next video. It's written by Adam91, submitted by who knows? No one knows. The story starts off with a group of teenagers, 2 boys, 2 girls, like regular, walking through the woods trying to get a good scare. I would do this. As they walk further into the woods, they see an abandoned cottage. One of the teenagers decided it would be cool to check it out. So they go in, and they see all the furniture covered with a dusty white sheet. The cottage started to creep out one of the girls until one of the boys noticed a trapdoor. So the boy opens it, and lots of dirt and moss came out as he opened it. None of the girls wanted to go in, but only the boys did. They didn't go far. They found a camera, still in good shape. Okay, that was it. That was interesting. Who wants to read creepypasta? I do. I don't care if you don't like it. Then leave. Don't like it? Don't watch it. So, sorry. Creepypasta stories. I'm going to make this at least 10 minutes. 5 now, so. Ooh. And so, we have to find one.
It's August. Which means a lot of you guys are starting school in the next week or so. Whatever breaks that in the
Here is the game. I warn you, I have not read any of these. If you ever try these, I tell you not to. I have done some of these, and I am not reading a thing. See, I'm not reading. See, this is like this now. I'm not reading, but don't try anything. You can cause yourself to be in some deep trouble. So, heed my warning, and don't do anything I say. Okay? Good. Alright. This is the game. Here's to you, kid. Happy birthday! You've managed to stay alive all this time, despite our best efforts. You played the game pretty damn well all of these years. What's that? You didn't know you were playing? You've been playing since the day you were born. Every accident you barely avoided all your life. From the crib gates left open to the forgotten parking brakes, even lightning storms and slips on patches of ice. Every injury waiting to happen. Every sudden fatality was our doing. Many have already lost by the time they get to your age. You should consider yourself lucky. Love being the skill at playing this game. What's that? How do you win? Oh, see? You don't. I'm afraid we get everyone. In the end, it's all a matter of time and luck. Happy hunting. Woo! That was the end of that one. Now, if you do see this, and you actually have a you have a YouTube account, please comment. Haters. This video is not for the younger of age 10 and below. Don't watch the rest of this if you do. Alright, I'm gonna read one more. I sat up in the darkness of my room, frightened. Some noise from the land of the walking had jolted me out of my unconsciousness. Groggy, I reached across to the nightstand, turning my alarm clock towards my face. The dim numbers read 3 a.m., and I groaned. So much for a good night's sleep. Forgetting what had woken me, I rolled over and settled back into bed. But there it was again. A thump from the attic above me. Loud and deliberate. There was another. Sounded as though someone, for surely it was a person who house settles in a manner of so resembling footsteps, was attempting to make me aware of its presence. Almost toying with me. I bolted upright, adrenaline pumping. Sorry. Someone was in my house. The thumping stopped somewhere above my closet. Slowly, I stood up in the darkness of my room. The illumination of the alarm clock extended no further than the nightstand upon which it sat. Slowly, I worked my way out of my room and down the hall, heading for the storage closet, and grabbed my old bat. I retreated down the hall to stare, waiting, at the trap door into the attic. Whoever the intruder was, he wasn't going anywhere. I held my breath, waiting for any noise. any sign of life. Nothing. Heart racing, I slowly approached and pulled down the ladder. The light was on in the attic. I wasn't sure if I left it that way. Climbed up as quickly as I could and peeked into the room. Only to be confronted with nothing. Nothing there at all. Just the old crap I'd been left up in storage. Sorry, that had been left up in storage. I sighed relieved. Must have been imagining things. It's easy to convince yourself you're hearing things when you're alone in the dark. Laughing, I shut off the lights behind me and went to lay down. I closed my eyes, thinking how ridiculous I had been. Then, closer now. Just as loud as I heard it before. Closer now to the center of the room. I jumped out of bed, less frightened than angry, and rushed up the ladder, bat in hand. I kicked over the boxes, swung at the shadows, old clothing, nothing. There was no one there. I rubbed up my temples, climbing down the ladder, back towards my room. Too much stress at work. I must be imagining things. Maybe I take the day off tomorrow. Felt strange as I approached my door. A sense of dread washed through me, and I hesitated. Hand outstretched to the doorknob. I groaned. I was being stupid. I'd probably feel better if I got some sleep. Figures. Rubbing the bridge of my nose, I blindly flickered the light switch and made my way towards the bed. I slumped down on the edge, rubbing my eyes. So tired. I had to stop being paranoid. I jerked my hands away from my face, whipping around to glare once more towards the attic. But with the light on, I could see it. A grotesque mockery of the human form. Bent, twisted, head facing the wrong way. Empty sockets where eyes should have been. Slowly, deliberately, it lifted a hand. It grinned as I slapped it down with a thump, dragging itself closest toward me. I gave a panicked laugh as it smashes through the bare bulb that is my only source of light, shrouding the room in darkness. I'm not insane. How could I have known? It walks on ceilings. And this is the end of my video. I hope you get sleep, and you should have heeded my warning. Don't try any of this. And don't look behind you. Goodbye.